I was on the East Coast. We found out around 2:45 in the afternoon. Okay, and I was in history class at Princeton High School. It was my last class of the day. And some kid comes running in to the classroom saying Kennedy was shot and he might die. And so everybody ran down to we had a television live feed set up in the school auditorium. And so we all ran down there, and everybody was in a state of shock. I mean, everybody was chattering and very hubbubbish about the whole thing. And I remember it was just a horrible tragedy, and horrible because he was very popular among the American people. Kennedy. He was young, attractive. His wife was beautiful. The perfect kids, everything. All right, and Camelot, they called it Camelot, was being destroyed. And and the whole thing with Oswald, and was he part of a big, coup, or did he do it by himself? And that whole thing, and then Jack Ruby comes in and he kills Oswald, and so was Jack Ruby this club owner? Was he part of the whole Oswald thing and all that? So, of course, that was all the days that followed the initial shock, but the initial shock was pretty strong. I came from a middle-class family, and I was one of those people who tended, I think, one of those teenagers who tended to put his head in the ground like an ostrich as far as that was concerned, because I was raised by a very comfortable family, financially. But as I said, I did read the newspapers a great deal and noticed with the civil rights situation that the African Americans in this country wanted to have an equal part and an equal say. And I noticed down south there was amazing, battles going on and all of that. The 60s was a very volatile, very violent time. I mean, you've got the space race, which is kind of like a positive thing. But then you've got, the war for civil rights, and then you've got the whole Vietnam conflict going on. All right? And so with all that together, it was a really, and the Bay of Pigs and everything, it was a really scary time to live.